The stat addict is back at it. This time we got the normal type, the most average type. Never mind, it's not average, it actually stinks. So here we go, 50 useless normal type stats. Only regular and regional forms will be counted for the stats, not alternative and megas, unless otherwise stated. Alright, I didn't realize this till after editing the video, but Indeedee wasn't in the calculation for the video. If its appearance would have changed things, then it is what it is, but nobody cares about Indeedee anyway, so we ballin'. Let's just start. Blissey has the highest HP in all of Pokemon with 255. 3 normal types allocate 45% or more of all their stat into HP. They all came from the same evolution line. There are 12 normal types that allocate 25% or more of all their stat into HP. They are all either pure normal or normal fairy. There are 24 normal types with triple digit speed stat. None came from the Paldea or Alola region. Arceus has the highest base stat of all regular/regional Pokemon. Out of all normal types, only Hisuian Zoroark and Arceus has triple digit value in all their offensive categories. In all of Pokemon, 4 Pokemon allocate 70% or more of all their stat into 2 stat categories. 3 are from the same evolution line. There are 26 normal Pokemon with a defense stat of 80 or higher. None came from the Kalos region. There are more mono normal types than dual normal types. Galar released the least amount of normal types with only 7. Snorlax evolution line is the only normal type line to have an average speed allocation of less than 5%. These are the 4 highest attack allocation of normal types. 3 of them came from the Alola region. Happiny to Chansey is the only normal type evolution whose base stat at least double upon evolution. Azurill and Eevee are the only normal types to lose the normal typing upon evolution. When combining a Pokemon's best 3 stats, Blissey has the highest stat with 465. When combining a Pokemon's best 3 stat, Sentry has the lowest at 126. The score for the normal type who's classified as the best physical sweeper is 260, which is done by both Slacking and Regigigas, but they both got stinky abilities. The normal type that's valued as the best special tank is Meloetta at 256. Silvally has the highest base stat of any Pokemon without hitting triple digit in any category. Only 2 normal types has triple digit value in all their bulk category. They came from the same region. The most common normal typing is normal flying, which has been used 27 times and is the most used type combination in all of Pokemon. Only 2 normal types allocate less than 35% of all their stat to bulk. Both came from the same evolution line. Swallow is the fastest normal type, while Taillow has the highest speed allocation of all normal types. Rounded to the nearest ones, 400 is the base stat of all normal types. Only Delcatty has a base stat of this amount. The top 3 normal dual types by defense over special defense ratio are from the same evolution line. Halfway done, my favorite normal type is Arceus. I don't even like it that much. Normal Pokemon just don't got that dream. The Raptor a close second though. Give it a mega. The largest attack gap for normal type is 95, done by Ursaluna. There are 2 Pokemon with a triple digit defense gap, both came from the same evolution line. 18 normal type has 90 or higher special attack, none came from the Kanto region. If special stats were removed, Slacking would have the highest base stat with 510. If physical stats were removed, Blissey would have the highest base stat with 520. If special stats were removed, Azurill would have the worst base stat at 130. Likewise, if physical stats were removed, it would still be the lowest with a base stat of 130. Porygon 2 is the only Pokemon that involves a number in its name. These are the average stats for normal types rounded to the nearest tenths. Castform and Bibarel are the only 2 within 12 points of each stat category. Likewise, Arceus is the only normal type not within 25 stat points of any of the averages. In fact, it's not even within 40 of any stat. Happiny has the lowest base stat total out of any Pokemon that is able to hit a triple digit stat value in any stat category. 35 normal Pokemon has an HP stat of 90 or higher. None came from Kalos. The most commonly used base stat for normal is 490. 7 normal types has this base stat. The 3 Pokemon that's valued as the worst physical tanks came from the same evolution line. Regigigas has the highest stat in terms of being a physical tank with 270. There are 3 dual type normal Pokemon who allocate over 30% or more of all their stat to HP. All 3 came from the same evolution line. 7 normal types allocate 20% or more of all their stat to defense. 4 of them came from the Galar region. The normal type with the highest special attack allocation is Drampa. Only Pikipek fails to hit a triple digit bulk value. There are 5 palindrome Pokemons. 3 of them are normal types. Farigiraf is the only normal type to have a gap between its best and worst stat over 30 while being able to equalize bulk and offense. 38 normal type Pokemon has a bulk of 240 or higher. None came from the Kalos region. 24 normal types have a base stat of 500 or higher. Out of all 27 flying normal type, only Braviary reaches the 500 plus mark. These are the average stat allocations for normal type. Removing Pokemons with fully equalized stats, Skitty and Bibarel are the only ones within 2.5 percentage point of each of the average allocations. Likewise, the only Pokemon not within 5% of any of the average allocation is Chansey. In all of Pokemon, there are 3 Pokemon that has a defense over special defense ratio of less than 0.2. All 3 came from the same evolution line. Yeah, those were 50 useless stats about normal types. Had to be a Blissey merchant because it's a statistical anomaly, I guess. But it is what it is. What type do you want to see next? And yeah, that's about it.